Well, the Edge team have just hit Nigel Magistrates Court, and as you can see, protesters are out in full flight today as 18 alleged dog fighters stand trial. Now, they're uniting to ban dog fighting as well as put the light on animal trading. This very protest was organized with Claw through the help of Facebook. So let's go and see exactly what the turnout will be.
Don't fight dogs. Real men 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 don't fight dogs.
So Claw's been the champion behind this protest today, but exactly why are you here and what are you hoping to achieve?
Okay, we joined Claw today, so we are from Ban Animal Trading, and together we've, been creating public support and everything for this protest. This protest is specifically aimed at the people who are in court today. There are 18 dog fighters, or alleged dog fighters, from Tsakani, and this was busted, I think, 2 years ago, and we've been here every single time that there has been a court case. It's been postponed quite a few times already, but we're hoping that today they will at least make some inroads with the case.
What kind of impact could social media have on a case like this?
Okay, well, first of all, when the protesters come out, we actually inform the public of the fact of the court case so that they know there is a court case happening. Then the information of the court case is actually brought to light, through social media and so on. And if we can get a really huge social and adequate participation, the legislature they're obliged to take cognizance of what is happening and take notice of the concerns of, the public. And they have to take the necessary steps. And probably, if it's within their power, they would be able to change, say, for example, sentencing and so on, the laws that have to do with that. But it's very important that social media is used to get people out, because once they participate, the legislature needs to notice exactly what is going on and do something to fix it.
There is no excuse for animal abuse. There is no excuse for animal abuse.
Many of these cases were live streamed and actually identified on the net and through using social media. So what does it mean for you to actually raise awareness and bring this to light?
It means so much because social networking and social media, it has the biggest scope. I mean, you can put it in the newspaper, you can put flyers up, but ultimately there are millions and millions and millions of people on social media, and it's just got a wider scope. So we wouldn't have heard about it unless it was from social media. I mean, we're all part of the Facebook groups and we follow them religiously. We know exactly what's going on with all of the protests. So it's the best way, I think.
No doubt that when you're on social media voicing your opinions, there's still a little bit of a wall to hide behind. But today you guys are out here, and I'm sure that you've had a few forces of nature to deal with as well.
We've had some impact. We had one of the more arrogant guys come shaking his ass at us. And when we held up the sign, "Real men don't fight dogs," he actually turned and ran into a pole. So we've got some guys coming in shame, wearing jackets over their heads, and others one guy put his cigarette out on one of the signs. Another one was taking photos, and the other one was literally laughing and straightening his jacket and sauntered in. But some were making impact, and we can see some of them are shaken. We're putting what they've done in their face, and it's not acceptable.
Real men don't fight dogs.
Lisa, today's a little bit of a mixed emotion kind of day, because obviously you guys are here to try and ban dog trading and also participate in the awareness of this very case. But there are also a lot of positives that social media can contribute towards animalhood, shall we say. So, I mean, you can feed a pet, you could adopt a pet through social media, lost and found, all of these things. How has that influenced those little pockets?
Well, with social media and the influence it's had on animal welfare, animal shelters is just huge. Gone are the days when you have a lost pet and you're advertising on little posters on the street and that. Now with social media, we've got lost sites, found sites. People, will advertise their dog lost. They will be looking to adopt a dog. I'm with Ban Animal Trading and also supporting Claw. And we have a Adopt Don't Shop campaign where, like with Claw being a shelter, they will photograph their dogs, advertise them on social media for people to adopt. We had a case of a husky that was found, no hair, sick, being eaten by maggots. and it was taken in by Husky Rescue, given the right care, and it was adopted out into the perfect home. But on the Husky Rescue website, everybody followed Emily's story, and you know, there's a lot of good stories out there. And before social media, people were never aware of that. But with that comes the problem that people like this that go and look on social media to find their dogs, you know. And with Ban Animal Trading, one of the things that we're part of is stopping the online sales, the online free to a good home, Gumtree, OLX, junk mail, to stop the free to a good home and everything else. That's why we always say to people, you know, when you're adopting a dog out, it's a home check, it's a contract. So social media, yeah, it's got its positives, but just a few negatives with, you know, wrong elements finding animals through people advertising free to a good home or £1 for a dog or something.
Jail time for dog fighters! Jail time for dog fighters!
Court's just come out, and let's see exactly what the outcome has held for today.
Hi there. Sadly, the court has postponed the case. Unfortunately, one of the legal representatives wasn't here today. So it's postponed until the 26th of March.
This is becoming quite a tedious thing. I mean, being postponed for a fourth time, how does that make you feel?
It's getting very drawn out, but unfortunately there's a lot of accused and there's a lot of witnesses, so there's a long court process. But the support here is fantastic, and we thank everyone for coming out and supporting us.
Thank you so much. And if you want to keep up to date with this story, you can do so. Hop onto social media. That's it from Edge for today. If you have any rad tech going on, you can reach us at edge.htxc.co.za. And don't forget to #EdEdge. From me, till next week, stay linked.